everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Liz. I post a lot of beauty content, and in this video we are going through my larger palettes, and there's not that many in this drawer, so hopefully we can get through this drawer not too fast but a little quicker than some of them have been. So a lot of this is Be Perfect, Morphe, ABH. It's a bit more expensive. I have some Linda Holberg, I have Luna Beauty. So yeah, it's a bit more expensive. Morphe, lots of Morphe. So let's just start with this big palette that we can see here. This is the Be Perfect Carnival Tahiti palette. I've used this bad boy once in a palette bingo. Can you believe it? But it is really nice, and I definitely think it's worth the money. I'm keeping the little card in there. All of lockdown, Miss Art was using this palette and I just had to get it. It's the Carnival XL Pro. And again, I still haven't used it. But she was just using it so much that I had to grab it. Then we've got the Morphe 39S, which I bought off the lovely Carly. There we go, you can see it a little bit better now. It's huge, it's pink, it's purple. I definitely had to have it, and obviously such a bargain. We have some Violet Voss over here. So we've got the Nicole Conchilo, I think that's how you will say that. This is a very nude palette, just a bit of me really. Do love my Violet Voss palettes, I really must admit. But this one is the ultimate holy grail palette. I used this when I first went to IMATS like there was no tomorrow. This is such a lovely, lovely palette. I love it. And I used to love this bottom row the most, and obviously that gold, which was a little bit dry at first because I haven't used it in a very long time. Over here we have the Clientele palette by Be Perfect Cosmetics. Love this palette, absolutely love it. This is a definite bit of me. It has a huge mirror. I just love the aesthetics. Then we have the Kalahari. Is it the Kalahari? No, it isn't, you know. Why did I always think there was an R in there? This is like an indie brand that I bought at IMATS. It's such a lovely palette. I have used it and I just love it. Of course, Mitchell's palette had to be here. I know he's got his own range, which I will get hold of one day, but I had to buy this. And this was only like swatched once by the person, because by the time I actually realised I wanted it, it went and discontinued. Now this palette is going to be the hardest palette I've ever had to show you in my life. So I'm going to kind of do it laying down. Can you see that? That is stunning. I really like swatching these because they're just so weird, the shades. Look at that. Really nice. And then we'll get into my Morphe. Maybe I'll pull you back a bit. So at the front here we have two matte palettes. I have the warm neutrals, obviously. Bought these off of Jill. So cute. They're not the most pigmented eyeshadows I've ever used, but they are really nice. And then I've got the cool neutrals, which is definitely a bit more of me. Two little Morphe palettes. We've got 18F, which looks like this. And funny story, I've nearly bought these palettes again and again, not realising I have them because they keep going on sale. This is 18B. This one I bought because of Hannah. She literally, when she used that, and I think she actually like keeps recommending it, I just had to get it. Then we have 35F. I think this is in the old packaging, you know. Very neutral palette. And then I have my babies, my Jaclyn Hill Volume 2. I haven't used this one yet, but it's just so good. I love Jaclyn Hill, and she just recently brought out blushers and bronzer duos and highlights, and I want the Sunkissed bronzer and blusher duo, and then the gold highlight, of course. This is the original Jaclyn Hill palette, which I did use to death. You wouldn't see that because it never does look like I've used things to death, but I did. Then we got 3503. Oh, look at that. That's stunning. I bought this during lockdown. It went on sale and I was like, I have to get it. Then I have the 35XO. They've recently brought this back out again, but without the pink packaging, so I'm so glad I got it when it was in the pink packaging because Stunning. I've got the Morphe 24A Artist Pass. Bought this off of someone second hand. I think it had been barely touched, literally. I think this was the only shade I could see that someone had attempted to touch, but I would too. Then we have my Urban Decay. So I have my Back Talk palette, which I have Primark dupes for, which I don't think they actually fully duped it, but that's the blusher side. And then that's the eyeshadow side. We've got the original Naked, which this pan always looks like it's coming out. Naked 2. Again, I don't like this kind of packaging, like the tin. It's just not my favourite. And then the one that I used to death was Naked 3. This was my baby. I think I bought this when I was like 21. I used to wear it all the time. Then we have the Too Faced chocolate bar. This is the original. Can't believe I have it. Like, I keep forgetting I've got it. Let's just swatch this. I actually should put my pumpkin spice one in this drawer. I might do that, you know. Then we got the Too Faced The Return of the Sexy palette. This one went on such a good deal on Debenhams once. This is why I had to get it. Oh, and then we got Manny MUA's Life's a Drag. I love this palette. It's just absolutely stunning. The mirror, everything. I love that he tries to incorporate like a little bit of Greek culture. Not culture, but like... He does like the palette. Oh, his palette's just a lovely. That's all. We got Linda Hallberg's Infinity Deep palette. She was using these. I won a competition with Beauty Bay to go and see Linda Hallberg at one of those, what do they call them? This is the original Infinity palette. I love this pink shade here. What was it? A masterclass, and it was happening in Old Street, which was literally round the corner from me, so I was so happy to win that. Forgot about that. Then we've got the Huda Rose Gold palette. Is this the remastered? Yes, this is remastered. Which just looks like this. Such a nice palette. I've got me Morphe Vault, the Jaclyn Hill one. Funny story, they sent me 2 of these once. I have the Dark Magic. I've never used these. I should. It's probably the thing that if I ever had merch, it will probably say I never touched this. Then we've got Armed and Gorgeous, which I think a lot of people say they like. But that's probably because it's like very warm, earthly tones. Ring the Alarm. This one I love. Really nice. Then we've got Bling Boss. I think this is actually my favourite out of all of them. Okay, on to me ABH. So we have the Sultry palette. I cannot and will not get rid of these boxes. I do love the Sultry palette. I've used this one quite a bit, to be fair. My ultimate favourite has to be Jackie Aina's palette. Look at it. I love this one to death, and I just love the duochromes in this. They're so soft. You can really tell that they're worth the price tag. Such a nice shade. Last but not least, I have the Vault that came out in 2020 around Christmas. Look at that. And then you've got at the top Soft Glam and Modern Renaissance. This is what Soft Glam looks like. Definitely is the definition of Soft Glam. And Modern Renaissance, they come in these lovely velvet packaging. So nice. But I do want to get Modern Subculture. And I think after I get Subculture, I would be happy with my ABH collection because they're just stunning. So yeah guys, sorry this video was a little bit short and sweet, but sometimes they have to be. And I will catch you in the next one because I think we're going to start my highlighter collection now. See you soon guys. Bye.